President Joe Biden will speak to the nation tonight from the Oval Office on the debt limit deal. In a statement released late last night after the Senate vote, the president said that he looked forward to signing the bill into law as soon as possible and called it a win for the American people. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen.
Tracy, good evening to you. The president also said in that statement, America is a nation that pays its bills and meets its obligations. And in the briefing room today, the press secretary went before the cameras.
The bipartisan budget agreement protects our historic and hard-earned economic recovery.
And with the threat of economic catastrophe caused by default now in the rearview mirror,
the work is far from finished, but this bipartisan agreement is a reminder of what's possible when we act in the best interest of our country.
Meanwhile, the nation's employers stepped up their hiring in May, adding 339,000 jobs, well above expectations. President Joe Biden called it a good day for the American economy, adding the Biden economic plan is working. But the GOP sees it differently, tweeting, real wages are down, as 60% of workers report living paycheck to paycheck, and 83% say the economic situation of the nation is negative. Biden's inflation is killing the financial well-being of American families. Also today, in a visit to Finland, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says Russian President Vladimir Putin has sent wave after wave of Russians into a meat grinder of his own making.
The Kremlin often claimed it had the second strongest military in the world, and many believed it. Today, many see Russia's military as the second strongest in Ukraine.
Meanwhile, the Biden administration is ready to talk to Russia without conditions about a future nuclear arms control framework. In Washington, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan delivers remarks at the Arms Control Association's annual meeting.
Earlier this year, President Putin unlawfully suspended Russia's implementation of the New START treaty that places limits on the most destructive weapons in our arsenals, the kinds that could destroy the world many times over.
In addition, the U.S. worries about China's growing arsenal, which could include 1,500 nuclear warheads by the year 2035. Also tonight, we're learning the CIA director went to Beijing in May to meet with his Chinese counterparts. It's the highest level visit by a Biden administration official since a suspected Chinese spy balloon was shot down by American forces. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.